We're now live on air, Danny.
Live for the kids and or something.
Live for charity from Japan. Hashtag not for charity.
Send us your money.
We'll keep it all.
Yes. So welcome to Famicast 51, your Famicast for the latter half of February 2015. I'm your host, Danny Bivens, and short crew today here. I'm only joined by Mr. James Charlton.
Hello. Please understand, there is no Metroid game for Wii U. Ever.
That might be a harsh reality that's going to slap us in the face, sooner rather than later.
True that.
So, yeah, there's a lot of news that we missed talking about in the last episode. The Big 50, basically we've been going strong for 4 years, and, thank you, everyone, for all your comments and support and just listening throughout the years. It was awesome. But, yeah, we're just going to kind of get right to it with this episode. We're going to start off with a little bit of new business, and I think, James, how about you go ahead and just start us off, man?
New business, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've been playing a game which maybe be yeah, surprisingly.
A game, wow.
It could be a little bit surprising. It's kind of like I wouldn't maybe out of my wheelhouse, but I was a Wii last generation. I was a Wii only guy. I missed out on a lot of games, multi-platform games.
Games, yes, that's a fair.
Just in
point.
general,
Yeah.
I've quite a few Wii games, but first and third party, but that can only get you so far on the Wii, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
So, and then this generation around, I haven't got a Xbone or a PS4 yet, so I'm sticking with Wii U for now. So, I've been looking at the very small third-party selection on Wii U. It doesn't take long. It takes you all of a minute to browse the list.
Just browse through a year and a half of support, which is about 10 games, and you're done.
There you go. So yeah, one like a game series that I've always been interested in trying out was the Batman games. I'm a huge Batman fan, which people may have guessed from the impressions I dropped through through various Famicast episodes. So yeah, I'm finally got around to picking up Batman. I almost said Batman. I do also like Batman.
Okay. Good for you.
Batman Arkham Origins. And the reason why, it's not like some kind of, I'm going to do it in order, I'm going to do it in the order that it appears in the comic books, or anything like that. Nothing like that. It's just, I just saw it for ridiculously cheap. I mean, Arkham City, the other Wii U Batman game, is also very cheap, but this was even cheaper than that one, even though it's newer.
Well, how much was it, if you don't mind me asking?
It was $9.99, basically 10 squids, plus
Squids.
plus like whatever 4 squids for delivery to Japan.
Wow.
So yeah, basically whatever, like 2,000 yen or whatever. So like this is brand new packaged. I think it was a special edition. Comes with some DLC bullshit, which I may never get around to playing, but whatever. It's got some. It says it's got some sticker DLC bullshit included. Like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So up to now, yeah, I've played maybe 2 hours. I'm up to like the first. Well, Danny, you've played this game, or you've got this game?
Actually, I totally misread the agenda. I thought you were going to talk about Arkham City, which I played, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, and I really enjoyed it. Third-person kind of action type of stuff like that. So, yeah, this is just something I just haven't picked up yet.
So, okay. So yeah, I'll definitely get around to playing Arkham City, I think. For on the Wii U for another ridiculous price, hopefully. But yeah, obviously this is my first Batman game, like I said. So my first time with the battle mechanics and everything. It's very cool. I do like it. I'm nowhere near mastering it yet. People have played every game since the first one. It's almost like a rote thing. It's like they've got it wide in their brain. They can do fighting without even thinking about it now, But I'm still in the noob phase. So The
Loser!
I'm currently fighting the electrocutioner boss. I think this is the
Okay.
first big boss. But yeah, just like admiring the open world nature of it and stuff. It's very, very cool. Like very seamless and very little loading.
Mm-hmm.
People complain that like what I read before going in, I wasn't going in blind. Like I knew that the Wii U version had some issues. There'd been some game freezing and like texture popping and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which is present in all versions, but the Wii U version has those plus a few bonus ones. Yay! And yeah, I have had a hard lock. Like my Wii U just went beep. I had
Oh
to just
man.
reset the whole system. But that's only happened once, and I didn't lose any save data. It just saved before that happened, so it was fine.
Okay. Okay.
Um, but yeah, just like this the atmosphere. I mean, I've always been a fan of like the Batman movies and Batman video games before this. Just like the atmosphere, and they capture the atmosphere definitely very, very well. I do like it a
Mm-hmm.
lot. It's like it's on Christmas Day, and it's like snowing, and it's like very, very moody and things like that. And you can just you're just basically free to do whatever you want. You can follow the main storyline, or you can just go around and swoop in and beat the shit out of random groups of bad guys for
Right.
the fun of it or whatever.
Right.
And it is fun to do that. Just like the glide kick in the back of somebody's skull.
Oh
Very,
yeah.
very satisfying.
Oh yeah. No, and I don't know about you, James, but do you? I mean, this is something I've heard. It's not an original thought or anything. Heaven forbid I have any one of those. But no,
Not
I
yet.
mean, yeah. But I mean, I don't know about you, but when I was playing, Arkham Asylum and City, like I think this game does a really good job of capturing the feel of like, hey, for this little brief moment in my life, I am Batman, and this is the only way that it's gonna
Right.
happen. And yeah, it's great. I mean, just the way that it controls really, really smoothly. It's really easy to get into, and then before you know it, you're just beating the shit out of people, and then, like you said, just kicking them in the back of the skull.
Right, right. It does slowly. It doesn't treat you like you know all the games. Like even though this is the third one in the
Yes,
series,
yes,
even though it happens before the other two, but whatever.
yes.
It doesn't treat like you know everything.
Hmm.
It does like slowly add the combos on top. It builds up the combos as you go.
Hmm.
There's a lot of things to learn, and
Oh yeah.
I'm using the Wii U Pro controller, which I think is probably the best for this kind of type of game, and it does work really well. It's like
Hmm.
it's a great controller. Like I've said in previous episodes, I really like it. Um, but there was this one kind of crazy thing I tweeted out to people. I was like, I was totally stuck in this bit. Like I knew exactly what to do, but I just couldn't do it, and I just felt like an idiot. I was like, okay, there's this door, and I'm supposed to throw a batarang through this gap, and it's supposed to catch some electricity and hit a box on the other side. I was like, yeah,
Hmm.
I know exactly what to do. So I was getting the batarang out, and I was throwing it, and I was getting it exactly through the hole, but it wouldn't dip down to hit this box, and it was like,
Hmm.
yeah, used it, and the message popped up. It was like, use the remote batarang, and Batman kept on saying to me, guess I gotta use the remote batarang. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I know, shut up. I know exactly what to do. It's like, how many more hints do I need?
Yeah.
It's like just a huge flashing red sign, like, you fucking idiot, use a remote batarang. I'm like, I know. So, and it said use the D-pad to select it. And I was using the D-pad, and, use the D-pad left, right, and you can choose the grapple, the batarang, and the whatever, the scanner thing, and I
Hmm.
was selecting it, and I selected the batarang, and there was like an icon to the right of the batarang,
Hmm.
which was kind of like flashing, and it kind of looked like a remote batarang, but I wasn't sure if that was like an attachment to the current batarang that I was having, and I was like, okay, I've selected the batarang, and I push right, and I can't go any further right, so I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, this is the batarang, and I was doing this for literally like half an hour throwing this batarang, and I was like, I looked online, I was like, how are you supposed to do this? There's no hints. They're like, yeah, just throw the batarang through the hole, and then it'll hit the thing. I was like, what? I'm doing that, I was like standing on top of like a lamppost 2 miles away, so the angle would go perfectly through there, but that didn't work.
Hmm.
I was like, oh god, what is going on? And then it was like in a forum somewhere, just in like tiny little writing somebody had written, and it wasn't even for the Wii U version. It was for like the PC version, and it was like, oh yeah, to select the remote batarang, you don't press right, you press down and right. And I was like, what? That wouldn't make sense. So I tried it, and I pressed diagonal down right,
Mm-hmm.
and it went, and it suddenly jumped to the right and selected the remote batarang. I was like, what? That's the stupidest design decision I've ever heard of in my life. That is ridiculous. Like, it's like to the right, and I'm pressing right, and I press down, that doesn't do anything. Right doesn't do anything. Up doesn't do anything. Nothing. I'm like, yeah, diagonal down right. And it goes to the right, and it selects it.
You got to choose a remote battery.
Exactly. And I was like, oh my god. I selected it, got it through the whole first time, and I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah,
So,
I remember some kind of little just annoying things like that with, I think, Arkham Asylum, maybe a little bit in Arkham City. But I mean, yeah, some of that stuff's annoying. I don't remember there being anything as egregious as that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. And who knows how much care and attention went into the Wii U version of the game. I mean, we can speculate on that, all night long. But yeah.
Because the key that it was popping up with a D-pad symbol, but it wasn't saying any direction on the D-pad. It was just D-pad. Push D-pad to select the batarang. It's like, oh, thanks.
Thank you very much.
So, yeah. But, yeah, apart from that, it's half an hour of annoyance. I'm very much enjoying it, and I'm trying to get good so I can kick some more ass.
Nice.
And, yeah, and it looks really good on the gamepad as well. You can control everything with the gamepad. You can even do motion control batarang aiming if you want to, but you don't have to.
Yeah. I remember that when they were showing off Arkham City, that was one of the things that they were talking about, and control with the gyro. You mean like that type of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've never ever really been a big fan of things that are just kind of thrown in like that. It's just not fun to me, and it's. Yeah, sometimes it works better than not, but most of the time it just seems kind of clunky, and I just want to sit on my ass and like not move unless I'm playing. Wii Sports made sense, but it's like, hey, I'm steering this batarang around. Yeah, does Batman do that in the game? Like, do you see him sitting there like holding something, doing moving his hand?
He does have that kind of arm display thing, and that would have made perfect sense to integrate that kind of thing with the gamepad, but they don't. It's just on the main TV screen. If you look down, it's just a map.
Well, they should have gave you like an arm brace or something.
Yeah.
So you could put it on your arm.
Metroid Prime 4, there you go. You strap the gamepad to your arm, and you got the Wii remote pointer in the other one.
Perfect.
Patent pending.
Yes.
But yeah, the gamepad is basically just a map. I think you can touch to set waypoints and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a question for you, James. Are you interested in other the very few other third-party offerings on
yeah,
Wii U?
I would probably look at Black Flag because I knew you liked that. So yes. And that is also ridiculously. I think I saw it for like 12 quid or something like that. So yeah, I might pick that up eventually.
Yeah, and Assassin's Creed 3 is also on Wii U, and I thought that was actually a pretty fun game too. I mean, there are some kind of annoying parts, but overall, I mean, I had a good time with it. I pretty much enjoyed every Assassin's Creed game I played.
I wonder how sales for Assassin's Creed 3 were in Britain.
Well,
that's kind of interesting, actually. If there was a game where, I don't know, you played a British guy and you had to kill Americans, would you be up for that?
If the gameplay was good and the story was interesting, I really wouldn't care.
It's kind of an interesting question. I mean, yeah, it does look good, but I don't know. There's something about the story or the themes doesn't really interest me.
Hey, I will tell you, it's not all about hey, America, fuck yeah. No, I mean, you're killing British.
He's half British, isn't he? The guy or something like that. Half British, half Native American.
But if you really want to get all historical on this, I mean, technically the colonials were British.
They're all British. You're British or French or something.
Something a lot of.
It's true. No, yeah. It's. I mean, all the Assassin's Creed, or both Assassin's Creed games on the Wii U are like sub 10 of insert whatever currency you like here. So yeah.
Yeah, I've honestly thought about getting the Japanese versions because they have Japanese versions of Assassin's Creed on Wii U.
Right. Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I ever saw them cheap for like
For
roughly like
$60.
I'm not buying
6,000 yen.
I'm not buying a digital version of the game where I have to go out and also get a hard drive for my Wii U, which I have not done yet. No, man, I wouldn't do that. But
No. If you see it in the package version for 7,000 yen, why not?
exactly, it's get that with the 10,000 yen Watch Dogs too for Wii U.
Oh God.
It's not that much.
Actually, joking aside, I think Watch Dogs is probably, well, that's the last third-party Wii U game, isn't it? One
Very
day,
much.
maybe this time next year, I'll end up getting it for like, the same price I got Batman. So we're getting there. I think I saw it for 20 recently, so it's already less than half price.
Wow.
Yeah. That trolley tweet that I sent out, like, guess when Watch Dogs for Wii U is going to be $9.99. We're getting there.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Very soon.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's pretty much my new business. I don't think I've been playing anything else. I got Mario Land 1 and 2 kind of recently, but, it's Mario Land 1 and 2.
Okay.
It's no big deal.
Okay.
What about you, man?
Well, maybe I mentioned this on the 50th episode, but I did pick up what is the Japanese title? Kirby Super Rainbow on Wii U, otherwise known as Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, which should be coming out, I believe, this weekend in North America, maybe not Europe. I'm not too sure. But at any rate, I bought it 3 weeks ago and haven't even played it yet.
Ooh.
And last weekend, when Majora's Mask came out, I bought that, and I played it for about 15 minutes. Got to like the first time I could save, and I was like, okay, cool, this looks great. Can't wait to play it. But yeah, but there is a reason why, I haven't had a lot of time to play games, and I won't get into all this other stuff that happened, why I missed a couple episodes a while back. Just some stuff that happened in the family. I had to go back to America and, all that type of stuff. But
Right.
recently, with good news, actually, I got married. And
Woo!
yeah,
Congrats.
thank you very much. So, James, I think maybe it's just you and me talking about this. I don't remember. But, with typically like a, Western wedding, I'm thinking like probably UK and US, like when you go to like the church or something to get married, like whoever is officiating the ceremony is the guy. This is my understanding. I've never been married.
You have to say this, because the feds could be listening, right?
Yes.
It's illegal to be married more than once, Danny. You know that,
right? I don't know. No. No, but basically, like I'm assuming that they have some sway, and I guess maybe signing marriage certificates, all this stuff. You can do stuff at the courthouse, whatever. But in Japan, like the ceremony means nothing. You don't even have to have one if you don't want to. Okay. My wife hears me.
Poor choice of words there, Danny. The ceremony, it means nothing to me.
Yes. Next thing you know, I'm going to get dropped out of an open window, a la Joker. Anyways, yes, I mean, I just got married here recently, like the legal part of it, and had to do a bunch of fun stuff for that. But we're planning like a wedding party for friends and stuff to come to, and we're actually planning a ceremony at like a temple, like an old, like 2,000-year-old temple.
I'm still waiting for my invitation, Danny. Am I not allowed to come, or what? Why are you telling me for the first time on the live Famicast? Come on.
Come on, man.
Am I coming or what?
I don't know. Yeah, vote on Twitter if James should come.
That's hashtag Fami yes, or hashtag Fami no.
Yes. So no, of course, I've invited James to come.
Troll game.
But yes, but yeah, I've been getting kind of busy doing all this stuff. I had to do a bunch of crap last week. Oh my god, but yeah, so I haven't had a lot of time recently to play games. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at that. So.
Of course, everybody please understands. No worries.
Yeah.
You got lots of games to be playing.
Oh, I do, and
you'll get around to it sometime.
Many more on the horizon too. Yeah.
I know. I'm kind of breaking my cardinal rules right now because my
I only
usual
have
rule.
one rule.
I usually complete a game before moving on to the next one,
Uh-huh.
but I really haven't been doing that recently. Like,
Mhm.
Metroid Prime Trilogy. I mean, come on. Well, I mean, I'm like 15 minutes into two of the games.
It's a good
um,
start.
yeah,
Pushing
and what else? I already got Batman and
Mhm.
well, Smash. You can't really call that a game to complete, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mario, yeah, like Mario U. I'm nowhere near finishing Mario U, or
Oh, me too.
or
I got it at launch.
Mario Kart 8. I've still got a couple of cups to get gold on, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I guess they're all kind of games that are like you play occasionally in rotation. That's my excuse anyway. Like a bit of
Sure.
Mario, a bit of Mario Kart, a bit of Smash.
Yeah.
That's my excuse anyway.
No, no, hey, you stick by it, I guess. Excuse me.
So,
You
is
know,
that it for new business, or?
pretty much. I mean, dude, I really haven't been playing much. But another game I did pick up and I played a little bit of. That would be Galaxy 2.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember when that game came out. Around the same time Red Dead Redemption came out, and actually, this is right before I came back to Japan in 2010. So I was saving up money for like a plane ticket and for apartment stuff, and Red Dead Redemption came out and Mario Galaxy 2 came out, and I was like, well, I can only get one of these games, so I picked Red Dead, which I don't regret because I
That's a
thought it
good
was an
game,
awesome
yeah.
game. It's,
Mhm.
it's a great game, and but yeah, then I was really happy that Galaxy 2 came out digitally, and because I mean, even for like the past couple of years, I've been considering just buying the disc version and doing it that way, but hey, this worked out. I got it for basically like 1,000 yen or something, so.
Get back to me when you got 242 stars. Boom.
I'll be dead by then.
It's a lot more fun to do than it was for Galaxy One. I'll give you that.
Okay, I didn't do
I
it in Galaxy 1 either.
I 242'd Galaxy One, but yeah, it's
Mm.
basically you just playing the same game twice.
Oh, right.
In a more frustrating way. But with Galaxy 2, you're playing it. You pretty much playing different challenges the second time run through. So
Mhm.
it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Definitely, yeah. It's worth. I enjoyed the second run as much as the first run.
Oh,
But
I look forward to.
I can't say the same for Galaxy One.
Okay, well, I look forward to playing that sometime in the next decade.
So around about your 10th wedding anniversary, you
Something like
can
that.
tell me about that.
Hey, I beat Galaxy 2, kind of. That's got the minimum requirements to.
Your third kid, and you'd.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
So yeah, that's my new business. Playing. Hey, let's prepare for a wedding.
So just to be clear, you haven't actually played Galaxy 2 at all.
No, I played for 10 minutes. I played like the first star or something like that. So.
On the gamepad or on the TV? With the
Uh,
gamepad.
of course on the TV, but
Actually,
maybe I should.
there's a little bonus factoid for Batman. You can actually when you're using the Wii U Pro, you can actually hear the music out the gamepad. That's kind of my thing that I like to do. I like to get the music out the gamepad so I can, don't have to have the TV sound on. You
Sure.
can actually have the best of both worlds in Batman, so that was pretty cool. You turn off the screen, but you can still hear the music and play with the Pro.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. That's
Cool.
it. I'm done.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Well, yeah, a little bit short on new business today, but like I said, we have a lot of news, so I think we'll go ahead and get started on that. I'm going to kind of read through this a little bit, and James, some of the stuff James prepared the agenda today. God bless his soul.
Damn right.
And so we'll kind of go at this, I guess, in turns or something. But so Pokemon Tore or Shuffle is now out, and apparently, James, you have some kind of a let's play about this, or no?
More like more like yeah, exactly. More like a let's troll. It's well, put it this way, my entire let's play is on Twitter, and Twitter recently started doing video. You can do like like a what's it called, like a Vine type length videos, 30-second maximum. So yeah, I did a let's play of me playing through Pokemon Shuffle, which lasted a total of 60 seconds. Basically, me starting up the game, playing through to the first bit where it asks you to pay money, and then deleting it.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, you can play for quite a while. Of course, it's a trolling video. There's a bit of editing there. You can play for longer than 60 seconds before it asks you to play, and you can actually get these crystals which earn you more plays. You can actually get those through street passing, which I have got a
Oh.
couple of already, even though the game's only been out, like a week or whatever. There's already
Mhm.
people, street passing it. So yeah, that was great.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think each crystal you can trade it for like 5 plays or something. So basically, it's like a linear progression. You
Okay.
play like a puzzle, like it's what this kind of game is like. It's a
Like kind
match.
of
It's
like
a match three.
Candy Crush type of thing, or where they have like
Yeah,
a map and like, hey, this is stage 16, get
yeah,
this many points, or
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
okay,
It's not really a map. It's just more like a fancy list.
yeah, basically, yeah. No, I mean, my wife, she plays like Candy Crush Soda, and there's this Snoopy game that she plays too. I mean, these things probably pretty fun, but I mean, she doesn't pay any money because she just sends out stuff to everybody, sometimes including me on Facebook, so she could get like more plays. And I'm like, oh man, quit sending me this garbage. I didn't tell her that, so let's keep that a secret. No.
No, it's kind of what made me stop using Facebook. Is my various family members inviting me to water their crops. Yeah, water
I
this as I delete
Yeah.
you.
I don't. I mean, it's
Sorry,
like
sorry, Auntie. You're no longer my friend. Get out.
I don't. Honestly, I don't get like that annoyed by it. I'm just like, God, really?
I
Come
do.
on. I just ignore it. But yeah, I
Yeah.
totally get it. Just like spamming up your like, oh, cool, I got a notification. you know,
Yeah, I have no family left.
they're all
Put it
gone.
that way. They're all gone.
Yeah, got the whole
Um,
dog and everything.
so yeah, that's out everywhere, right? And I think
Right.
Neil has some more detailed and less trolly impressions on the site. So
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to see something that's not James being a troll, always go back to NintendoWorldReport.com. There's always some good coverage there, including
yeah,
about this game. So,
and I think
um,
Neil likes it. By the way, he likes it
okay.
a reasonable amount. He's not paying any money, I don't think, and he's still enjoying it. So
Okay, okay.
good luck to him.
Yeah, he might need it. So, I didn't know quite what to make of this next item in the agenda. Tingle is not gay, just weird.
That's
Um,
what Aonuma said in a recent interview.
okay.
Good to know.
Yeah, I
Is that
guess.
a Hyrule Historia behind you?
I have the English one and a Japanese one too.
And it's not in that?
I have
It doesn't have
basically
the sexual orientation for every character?
not that I noticed in either language.
Well, first of all, we had Birdo in the Captain Rainbow, which
Mhm.
goes back to a Famicast way long ago when I think Matt talked about it for his new business. I think that's
That's
right.
right. Yes.
Yeah, and there's a infamous slash famous um, episode or mission in Captain Rainbow where you have to get Birdo's special vibrating toy or something like that, whatever that may be.
Mhm.
But yeah, and Tingle has always been a kind of one of those weird, mysterious characters that you don't really know what much about him. And I know him.
Just,
And
I've always just pictured him as like the creepy uncle who would maybe molest your children or something.
oh god,
But, I mean, come on, he's hanging. He's like, I'm a little boy. It's like, okay, or
you,
whatever.
you, you remind me of a famous Chris Rock stand-up joke
Okay,
where he says that
okay.
it's like everyone's always got one pedophile uncle. It's like, where are the kids? He's with Uncle Jimmy. With Uncle Jimmy.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, the reason why I point this out because we've talked about this, to be a little bit more serious for a second, Japanese people's opinions or feelings towards gay people or whatever, and are they mocked on TV? And they're kind of like they're celebrities. Are they made fun of, or are they laughing with them or at them or both? It's kind of like Tingle kind of falls into that, and Aonuma basically said, "Oh, he's not gay, he's just weird." It's kind of like they're one and the same kind of thing. It's like
Well,
it's kind of a little bit of a Japanese thing to say. I don't think he wasn't meant to be offensive or anything. It's just
no, that's a lot with a lot of things touching on this topic here in this country. I mean, sometimes people don't, and their intention is not to be offensive, but it just sometimes it ends up being that way.
Yeah, God, yeah. And there's something even worse than that. Like, there's going to be a TV show at the end of this month or beginning of next month of this famous musical troupe where they basically black up, and it's
Oh,
causing a huge stir on the internet right now. And there's various people trying to stop this thing from being broadcast, and yeah,
like I
it's
said,
kind
this
of
is
yeah,
we touched
pretty
on
awful.
stuff like this before, where sometimes I can't sit here and defend a whole country for something like this, but it's like maybe the people that are doing this don't realize how offensive something like this could be because they're living in their bubble. But
It's basically the argument that's going on. It's like, but they don't know what they're doing, and it's like, well, they should know what they're doing, and you can't
yeah,
have the ignorance is bliss, the ignorance card. You can't play that, or the
right,
innocence card. They can't keep playing that card,
yeah,
forever. They have to
exactly.
grow up, kind of thing.
It's like this, yeah, they're being negligent or something, but
Right.
it's like, hello, I mean, you're offending people, please stop.
That's right. Whoa!
Anyway, well, that got
That
real
escalated
serious.
quickly.
Yeah, I got a little bit more
Whoa!
serious than I had hoped. But
So yeah,
yes,
tingle.
yes, Tingle, or Tinkle, as he's called in Japan.
Is it chinkle or tinkle?
Oh my God, I just saw it the other day. It's probably Chinkoru,
Yeah.
or maybe it's tea, like iced tea. Whatever, man. That's kind of that answer and more in a future
On,
Famicast.
on to more happy Zelda-related news,
Yeah,
maybe.
so there is rumors going around that Nintendo is in talks with Netflix for creating a special Netflix Zelda series. James,
I'd,
any?
Yeah, well, this has been discussed on several podcasts already, and yeah, I mean, it's not like it's been greenlit or anything. They haven't I don't think they've even got writers assigned to it yet, but
Sure.
and there's actually a great connectivity segment that everyone should listen to, with I think Alex Calafi and various other people, and they're talking about this,
Oh, okay, yeah.
about what it could be, like a Game of Thrones for kids or whatever. If that sounds horrible in itself, but but I honestly I have no ideas. I mean, every idea I think of just sounds horrible. It's like, I really don't know how it could work. I mean, in my mind, nothing would satisfy me, and nothing would work. So I'm almost like, yeah, I don't even
Well,
know if I want
excuse
them to
me,
do
James.
it. Yeah, like if they go super campy with it like that, that's
Mhm.
the only thing that I can imagine working with it. You know what I mean?
Right. You know,
Like, yeah, I don't know. I can't
well,
make it what I to make of it.
I had an interesting thought, and this is actually based on something that you had tweeted out maybe last week or something, because
Uh-oh.
no, this is good. And I mean, there's no base. Wow. Okay. So basically, coming this fall to a Japan near you
Mhm.
is Netflix. Netflix is going to be coming to Japan like this fall.
Oh, right,
So
yeah, yeah.
I
That's going to
wonder
be
if
awful.
probably I don't know. I mean, I've told you guys that hey, Hulu's in Japan, and it used to actually be run by Hulu. Now Hulu Japan is run by some Japanese company because I guess the official. This is like me trying to remember all these news stories that I had read. So I mean, please understand. But yeah, essentially, some other company bought the Hulu service or something, at least the streaming rights or something like that here in Japan. So my initial thought was like, oh God, like all the good series or something that they have on here from foreign countries are just going to go away, and it's going to be full of just like garbage stuff that backwash TV shows that Japanese people don't even want to watch. But no, I've been surprised. They've been getting some pretty big name, like classic Hollywood movies coming on Hulu Japan that I don't even think all of them are on Netflix in America. Um,
Well, when I got my 3 months subscription to Hulu, it felt pretty much like YouTube. It was like, it was like remnants of, clips of old movies that you don't really want to watch. It's like, things that are probably free on YouTube, it's
just clips?
so bad. No, no, no. That's the kind of level we're talking, movies that you wouldn't even watch a clip of
Oh, okay.
are on the Hulu Japan. Well,
Well,
I'm
like I said,
pretty much sure that the first year of Netflix Japan is going to be horrible, and then it'll slowly get better, maybe like Hulu did, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Hulu had a kind of a rough start. They did have some kind of interesting series at first here, like Mad Men was something they had on, and Sons of Anarchy. And then like The Office, the U.S. version of that, they
Mm.
translated it themselves, and
Right.
it's only available on Hulu Japan if Japanese people want to watch it up to season 3 until they remove that back in the fall. Because my girlfriend and I'm sorry, my wife and I
Hey, hello.
were were watching it, and yeah, we got kind of she got kind of mad. I've seen them all. She got kind of mad when they put that stuff up, but you know, I guess my point was like, well, what
Yes.
if Nintendo is going to try to work with
Yeah.
Netflix to try to? Well, I mean, it's
A
obviously it's
global
way
release, right?
yeah, it's way too late for this to be like a release thing for Netflix this fall. You know, hey, coming to Japan, Netflix in Japan and worldwide from Nintendo, Legend of
Right.
Zelda, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's a long way out, right?
Right.
Yeah. There's lots of green cups of green tea that need to be brewed and discussed over before this even gets off the ground, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, please understand and please to be waiting. Yeah,
Yes.
next year at the earliest. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to do it right, if this is going to be like proper production, sets, costumes, all the business, that's a lot of preparation, outside of the writing.
Yeah.
So yeah, for a guy who's never once spoken. So yeah, good luck with that. Well, apart from the cartoons, excuse me.
Yeah. Exactly. So moving on, this is no voice chat with randoms or anyone question mark in Splatoon coming out on the Wii U this May. Yeah, I mean I've heard a lot of people talk about this already, and you know
Mhm.
it's the same time. I have the same thoughts basically. Like it's going to suck for team play if you can't talk. Even if you're playing randomly, with random people, that's kind of an oversight that I should have really thought about.
Well, there were a lot of red flags of, you could have you can read through the lines, like when read between the lines, like when they're at E3 talking about, you can use the gamepad to see the whole map, so you can know where all your teammates are, and it's like, okay, whoop whoop whoop, red light. That's they're saying that because this is the only way to know where your teammates are, and things like that, and how you can fast travel to places on the map and stuff like that. It's like, oh, there's not much ink over in this corner, so I'm going to jump to this guy
And
and
like, oh wait, all my
help him
teammates are
out.
over here now.
Yeah. So yeah, I I mean, even at the time of recording this podcast, we still don't know if friend chat is available. But yeah, let's just get out of the way. No, it's not going to have voice chat with anyone. If the best we can hope for is what was in Smash and Mario Kart 8, which is chatting in lobbies, and then you start the game and the voice chat stops. That's the best, in quotation marks, best you can hope for. Because yeah, they're just not, they just don't prioritize that. It's just not in their I don't know, ethics. I don't
Yeah,
know what you could call it. Their motto, their beliefs. I don't know,
no,
whatever.
and it's a paranoia of like, hey, we're gonna talk to some creep, and my kid is gonna get cyber raped, or, whatever. I mean, yeah, sure, there are creepy tingle uncle like guys out there that are preying on children, but
Mhm.
I think the majority of the world, I think, isn't like that, and I think it's really
They closed the whole swap note service across the entire globe because of one incident in Japan.
yeah,
So they're not going to do this. I mean, Splatoon, it doesn't really reek hardcore third-person shooter game, does it?
right,
So they're going for the everyone market, and
right.
so yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just a damn pity. I mean, what else are the parental controls on the Wii U and any of the Nintendo systems for if you're not going to allow the parents to set this stuff up so they cannot allow, you know what I mean? Let's have something like that so it's, turned off automatically for little kids if their parents are
right,
responsible
right.
enough to set it up.
If the parents are there to help them.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we've talked about this in previous Famicasts. Japanese people don't do voice chat in anything. Even if
Right.
the option was there, they wouldn't use it. It's just not a thing especially to speak to strangers. I mean, people don't even like speaking to their friends. Never mind strangers. You know what I mean? It's it's just not something that is part of their culture. And unfortunately, Japan is not like the rest of the world, and Nintendo hasn't yet noticed that. Maybe one day they will notice that. I mean, companies like Capcom, they know that.
Yeah.
They're a global company, and they know that people in the West, they expect voice chat, and they try and patch it in later, and we get things like Monsanto 3 on the Wii, the Wii Speak integrated and bullshit like that. But yeah, Nintendo doesn't do that. It's like it's one game for the whole world, isn't it? I can't think of any Nintendo games that they've kind of totally redone for like a different market. Maybe the save statues in Majora's Mask.
Yeah, but
little things like that to make it slightly easier or whatever, less annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, not off the top of my head, but or just pretending that Lost Levels doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, moving
Next.
on. So yeah, this was talked about like in one of the most that was the January Nintendo Direct, the Rodea Sky Soldier. It's going to be coming out everywhere this autumn. I thought, wait, isn't the Japanese version coming out a little bit sooner? I thought so.
You could be right. I think that's for the West. Maybe the West is in autumn. Yeah.
Okay.
But the weird thing is that we're getting reports that the Wii version, the non-HD old console Wii version, will be packed in. It's kind of like how they put a DVD in with a Blu-ray. It's like, except not. But apparently the Wii version is slightly different. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that means in mechanics or just levels or whatever or something. Because you would expect the Wii version to be pointer controlled or something, right?
Right.
Maybe the Wii U version is, more stick-based. I don't know. I don't think anyone's played this game. In the press, I've never seen any hands-on.
Wait, actually, well, there is a hands-on preview. Oh, wait, let me take a look at the site. There was a preview for the game. I'm not sure if it was a hands-on, or maybe I'm just completely wrong. No, hands-on preview, Rodeo the Sky Soldier. Yeah, right on NintendoWorldReport.com by Aaron Kluska. So this is
right. So he played it recently.
Yeah. So but. On the 3DS.
Right. Yeah, that's how we got the information about the Wii U, the Wii pack-in, right. Because Aaron found out about that at that event, right? Of course. Okay. And the 3DS version, of course, as well.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. But yeah, it's cool that this is actually coming out. The game that disappeared out of existence for like 4 years or whatever.
Yeah, I knew nothing about this game until just that Nintendo Direct, and I was like, okay, cool. And then some people were excited about it, like on social media and stuff, and I was like, okay, cool, good for you guys. But
maybe Sadness is coming out soon for the Wii.
Yeah, that one.
Same time. That's what you're packing too.
Yes, obviously.
Vaporware DLC.
Yeah, on a GameCube disc.
Talking of vaporware.
Yeah, so apparently, maybe. Next Level Games were rumored to have been making a 2D Metroid game that is now canceled.
That is quite a while back. I mean, there have always been rumors about Metroid Dread or whatever, this 2D Metroid game on 3DS. Sure. But yeah, apparently, well, if you read NWR, you can see the full news article about this. But yeah, basically, recent information was found out that this actually was the case. And I mean, the reason why we had to put maybe in the Next Level Games thing is that I think there was an artist at Next Level Games who was said to be working on a Metroid game, or he put some artwork of a Metroid game up on his LinkedIn or something like that.
Sure.
So we kind of put 2 and 2 together. So there's a good chance it was Next Level Games, but we can't 100% say that for sure.
Sure.
But yeah, that's annoying. That's why I put that in there for the agenda. Because yeah, maybe it's a good time for a rant about why the fuck isn't there a Metroid game?
Yeah.
I mean, is this the longest we've ever been? The longest we've ever gone with a Nintendo console where there hasn't been even a brief clip or showing or pre-rendered bullshit, trailer or anything about Metroid on the Wii U. I mean,
I
it's
was gonna say, maybe,
ridiculous.
N64 era. I mean, I can't think of
Yeah,
any big name sites that ran anything showing any type of screens or anything
no,
like
I
that.
think there was, like, if you look on Unseen 64, that website that digs
Uh-huh.
up, unreleased games and stuff. Though there are screens of like, or something of a Metroid 64. At
But
least
was that like available to publications and stuff like that back in
no,
the day?
no. But there were rumors, there was something. But like, it feels like there aren't even like any substantial rumors about the Wii U version. It's just like our hopes, isn't it? It's like, well, Retro, I guess, is making it now, maybe, I
That
guess,
yeah,
or
that's kind
another
of what
Donkey Kong game.
that's kind of what it's boiled down to now. Is just, oh God, I hope this is still in existence or something is happening. But
I mean, that has to be one of the biggest blue ball events ever. When it's like coming up next, Retro will reveal their newest Wii U game, and it's like woo, and then freaking Cranky Kong comes bouncing onto the screen. Please understand. Are you kidding me? We
yeah,
just played Donkey Kong Returns last year.
yeah,
Uh, anyway. I'm excited about playing Tropical Freeze, but come on, I'd rather have a new Metroid game.
sure, yeah. I,
So,
that's
if
another
there,
one I'm gonna add to my pile too.
yeah, if there's nothing at E3, I mean, yeah, just give up, basically.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I mean, it's getting both of the and especially in 3DS, it's getting kind of closer to the twilight years. At least the beginning of the end, the very beginning of the end. But
Right.
yeah, Wii U, I don't know. It's right about mid life cycle, so you better be seeing some kind of news on this soon, or it's just going to be a game that's going to
There are
never
no
happen.
game for Wii U in 2016. Please understand.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
We don't know of any next year, do we? I mean,
Nah,
Zelda, Star Fox, Splatoon, that's all. Mario Maker, that's all this year. So.
supposedly, So
We better hear something at E3,
right,
or somebody's
but
going to lose their shit.
moving on, and James, you might lose your shit after this. I
Go
don't
on.
think you will. So, TV, as you know it in Europe, is
What?
gone,
As
or
I know
will
it,
be gone.
it doesn't exist. When I press
No,
the button, it goes, "Does not exist. Please come. It's coming soon. Please understand."
wait, are you serious? No, you're not.
No. When the first time I got my Wii U at
Uh,
Christmas, I pressed the TV button, and it said, "This service is currently unavailable. Please understand." Something like that, or "It's coming soon," or something like that. Anyway.
okay.
And now we know that message will be permanent.
Well, you know, and for not just necessarily that button, because I mean, the button, at least, okay, I'm holding up my gamepad right now, and the button is, you can control your television and stuff. Like I synced it up, with my TV, so I can do all this stuff. But the actual, like when you're actually into the menu of like the Wii U, and there's like a TV little bullshit there,
Mm-hmm.
in the West, it was supposed to be, and maybe it is, a place where you can see where all of this video content is available and have it at your fingertips or something, but it just
Like
didn't.
Netflix and
Yeah, like
Amazon and all that kind
yeah,
of
you're
stuff.
supposed to be able to search. Okay, I just want to watch this video. Oh, I can watch this on Netflix. I can watch this on Hulu. I can watch this on my cable, or whatever. But I don't have an American Wii U, so I don't really know, and I can't really speak to how effective this stuff is. From what it seems like, not very, because nobody really uses it, as opposed to like joke around and like some kind of Miiverse forums for it or something. I really don't know, but
But
in
don't they have
Japan,
things? Don't they have things like with American football games where you can like live chat with each other and put and do like votes and like
that's what James Jones said.
plays on the screen, and there's all sorts of stuff, right?
Well,
And it turns, yeah.
I got a better platform for that. How about just watching the game on your TV and just having your phone and Twitter? I mean,
Yeah.
but
Please understand.
yeah, but in Japan, the TV function is used for like one thing, and that is to see upcoming TV programs. It's basically just like a TV guide. It's what it is, and it's not even. Apparently, there's like a 100 yen thing that you can do, and it had gained some kind of more functionality. And I still, honest to God, have not figured out what that additional
Oh, you paid it?
functionality is. No, I don't. I probably did, or maybe I didn't. I really don't know. But and you can look up your shows that you want, and you could set some kind of an alert so that it says like, hey, you're going to watch this. But I think it's just something that would come to your gamepad, similar to like the the regular alerts are. Again, I haven't really tried much about it, but I mean, it's just something. It's a throwaway feature that nobody really needs.
Maybe for a video bonus, we can show Nintendo TV Japan Edition live on the video. See what it does.
See,
for all of 10 seconds before we all get bored.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, TV's dead everywhere.
Yeah.
No matter where you are. But it's super dead in Europe.
Yeah.
Dead on arrival. DOA. Yeah. DOA is another game that's not on Wii U.
Yeah. For sure.
So next, I don't mind reading this out. In a recent interview with Nikkei, Satoru Iwata revealed that Nintendo is currently developing an app that will let users use their Miis on the social media.
Mm-hmm.
So we're due to find out more about this when the full year financial results are released, so probably around about May.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, some kind of smartphone app or web app, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't really understand what this could do, because there are currently websites and web apps and things that let you make Miis to a lot more detail than the Wii U can for free. They're just like Flash applications. I mean, right. I've used them, for my like schools and stuff like that, just to like print out Mii versions of Mii as like big size or whatever.
Sure.
You can make them in like 5 seconds in a Flash app. So I don't see how this is beneficial to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, unless they integrate it with this long fabled Nintendo app, which may not ever be coming.
Right.
Hopefully, if they do it, it'll be integrating with whatever next Club Nintendo premium deluxe program combination thing that they're going to do.
Right.
If it's an all-in-one thing.
I was going to say, speaking of just kind of something being similar, okay, with things being similar across all regions, I was thinking about how, at least in North America, that from a Nintendo website or something like that, maybe some kind of a web app that you can, purchase, games and stuff and have them maybe even start to preload on your console. Is that something that you can already do? Am I crazy?
No, apparently you can do that with Kirby. You could preload Kirby before its release. Is that what you mean? Like download it before it comes out?
But not on your Wii U. I'm talking like from like another device. So, like people make purchases or something and it could be waiting on your Wii U.
That is supposed to be coming, I think.
I could have swore that was already here because I'll tell you what, it's sure as hell not here in Japan. Anyway, they really need to get on board. I can see Nintendo maybe in Japan particularly maybe not caring so much about that, thinking, oh, people don't even care about that stuff. It's like, well, I like having more options to just be able to purchase something. It's great because I'm not a huge fan of like PlayStation Network or PlayStation Store set up on the PS4. So usually, if I'm looking through stuff on there to purchase, I'm usually just going on my phone and just going through the PlayStation Store that way because I can find stuff that I want or find the free stuff maybe a little bit easier than I can there. So same type of thing with Nintendo. I think it can benefit them to have some kind of another place where we can look at stuff. I don't think that the layout on Wii U or 3DS is a complete and overall mess, but not yet. There's obviously room for improvement, and I think having more input options or something like that could be a little bit easier way to do this.
We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, we won't.
Okay, Danny, should we take a quick break?
Yeah, sure. Or not.
Be right back.
Yes.
Pokeballs. Oh, we got a viewer there. Hi,
Okay.
viewer.
Hey.
Can they actually interact? I think they can. Okay. To the one person viewing, you can actually submit your questions, and they will appear instantaneously in front of our eyes if you want
Well,
to.
your eyes, not mine. I can't see any of that stuff, any of the control stuff that you see.
Danny's actually blind.
I don't even know. It doesn't even tell me how long this recording's been going. But
Me neither, actually.
oh, really? Well, we started at about 9:15.
Yeah, accuracy.
Yes. But
Okay, yeah, let's keep going.
yep. All right. So getting back on top of things here, James actually took some really good notes from the Nintendo investors meeting, and
I did.
well,
I did.
better than the notes I took, which are none. But and one thing I wanted to bring up specifically, I meant to do this at the end of the last Famicast. It's like a little bit of a blurb, but in my section with Josh, we talked about Amiibo sales figures, and I think at the time when I was recording with them, they had not released this latest bit of information. So I think at the time I said, like, there are like 2 million Amiibo out there, and now.
Oh yeah, I like that segment. I
Oh,
listened to that after the fact. It was good.
good.
It was definitely a good, like a different point of view from usual, splooging of amiibos. It was neither splooging nor attacking. So
Yeah, exactly. I like Amiibo. I think they're cool, and yeah, if you want to hear more about that.
How many do you have now, Danny, by the way? You haven't told me recently.
I have not bought any Amiibo recently, and
Okay.
I really want to get Shulk because he's my favorite character in the new Smash Brothers, and I kind of want to get Toon Link because he's just just cool looking, and this is good looking figure, and maybe a couple others, but and another thing I forgot to mention too is that recently I've been noticing because I think I said the exact opposite in the segment with Josh, but recently I have been noticing that there are some ridiculous prices on Amazon Japan even for some Amiibo now, like the Animal Crossing Villagers, like 7,000 yen, starting from, and I got it for like 1,100 at I think at the electronics store,
Sure.
So,
sure.
but
please don't pay over the odds for Amiibo.
Yeah,
you will regret it later in life.
Yeah. In 3 months, whenever they're cheaper, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, 5.7 million of these things have been shipped through December of 2014. Really? Wow. Shipped, not sold. Okay.
Maybe there's still some Marios left on the shelves.
Okay. Shortages of certain Amiibos were due to constraints such as limited shelf space in stores. Okay. Over 63%. Yeah, I remember seeing this little pie chart about this. 63% of Amiibos have been sold in the United States.
Apparently, there's some kind of problem with the reason why they weren't reaching American shores was some kind of
Pirates?
Strike. No, not strike, but like some kind of union problem or something with some dockers or something like that, which has recently been resolved apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing.
Alrighty then.
I just imagine these these big fat guys like, hey, what are you doing with those toys there? Get out of here! Go back to China, you son of a bitch! Something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all been resolved now.
Okay.
So no problems. Your Amiibos are coming, Americans. Please understand.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see here
So,
too. Yeah.
These are all. Did you mention this is from the investors meeting? You did
Yes,
say that, right?
I did.
Go ahead.
Go.
The new 3DS XL is already selling well in Europe and the US, selling 3 times the amount of the original 3DS XL in the same time frame. So boom, people are understanding about the new 3DS, which is great. Told you.
Yep.
People are like, oh, 3D works.
Yeah, I've been using it for years, except for that Final Fantasy game I talked about last month. Because I haven't been playing anything at all. So.
Oh, talk about 3D not working. Pokemon Shuffle is not in 3D.
Well, it's for the kids.
It's for for the kids, yeah, exactly. It's also shit. Um, so yeah, exciting things with amiibos are coming in the first half of this year. So there's going to be a kind of an app or something for the Wii U, a free app, and whenever you tap your amiibo on the gamepad, you'll start playing a virtual console trial. So maybe like 30 seconds of Mario World if you touch Mario, or 20 seconds of Yoshi on the NES if you touch Yoshi.
30 seconds of Xenoblade if you touch with Shulk.
Yeah, maybe. In other news, please don't play Yoshi. It's a bad game. Yoshi's a great character, but not that game.
Okay.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, like you said, like there are some figures that are from modern games, right? Like Ganondorf that he started in like Ocarina, right? So you're gonna start playing Ocarina. Well, there isn't actually a Ganondorf amiibo yet, is there? They haven't got around to it. Not yet. Not yet. But maybe, I don't know, Toon Link? That's just come out, right? What would happen if you touch Toon Link? I don't know. But I think I also heard that not all of them will do something, so maybe that'll be it. Maybe Toon Link will be the same as touching it with Link and Zelda. It'll just be, a generic Mario series or Pokemon series, whatever.
Right.
So, but yeah, I actually had this idea. I think I wrote a blog about this, or maybe about 4 years ago, about how it would be cool if you get an NFC figure and it comes like packaged with a VC title that's connected to that figure. Like you buy Raccoon Mario, boom, you touch it on the NFC thing, and you get Mario Brothers 3.
Well, I guess the reality is a little bit more limited because you're only getting a...
Yeah, you're just getting a 30. Yeah, I imagine it's more like the Masterpieces thing in Smash Brothers, right? Just like a quick, short, timed game where you start... You're not even starting at the beginning of the game. You could be in the middle of the game. You could be at the boss. You could be anywhere.
Right.
But apparently you can repeatedly touch it and it'll change the game. It'll change the scene constantly. So
okay.
It'd be fun to see how many they incorporate into that. And if you keep updating this app when new amiibos come out, do they add more games to it? That would be cool.
There will be 3 games for it and they'll never update it.
Yeah, you're just cycling between NES Zelda, NES Mario, NES Zelda. Who knows?
There's a high possibility.
I'm excited to try out. I mean, Jesus Christ, I've only got Yoshi, so I could end up just having like one scene. Maybe I'm just getting to play different scenes of Yoshi, the puzzle game, over and over again.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
But
another bit of news that was talked about at the investor meeting, but we already knew about because I wrote a story on the site back like in November or whatever, or January or whatever. But yeah, no, sorry, a little bit of pride there. But the NFC Reader is coming to for the 3DS in Japan, the thing that will let you be able to you use NFC functionality with your original 3DS units. It's still coming. There's no pricing or anything like that, no official date, but just summer. So,
sell your 3DS and get a new 3DS.
Or just buy an adapter from me for triple the price. No. Jesus
Christ. Anyway, and the last thing from the investors meeting was the, Danny, perfect for you, the Shulk Amiibo will work with Xenoblade 3D.
Cool.
And just to tack on a bit more information here that came out after the investors meeting during this week, Monolith Soft in an interview said that they would love to see a Xenoblade Amiibo series. So not just Shulk, but like, every deformed looking character from Xenoblade Cross. Because, oh my god, I mean, who would buy those? Jesus Christ. There was a recent Xenoblade section on connectivity, done by entirely people who love Xenoblade. Jonesy, Kalafi, and
hey, Alex, Alex did crap over the graphics. I mean,
he did.
Well, I do agree that it's definitely a product of its product of the console.
N64 gate, as it's known.
But I mean, I think that was like saying a little bit too much. But I mean, didn't look that great. And 3DS version, I'm gonna get it. I have the Wii version too because I'm an idiot, and but I'll get the 3DS version as well, and probably not play it.
You mean you've got the Wii version?
What did I say?
The Wii U version?
Yeah, not
Not
yet.
yet. God.
I'll stop with the voice. I didn't even do it that time, but
How many times does that phrase come up?
too many.
So yeah, that should be exciting for you, right? You can play with your shulk.
I guess.
I mean, are you really going to play through the whole game? Oh, who am I kidding? You're not going to play more than an hour, are you?
Hey, okay, despite me not playing anything, quote unquote, I did finish GTA 5 on PS4 this week.
Woo!
Yeah, which is my second playthrough of the game because I played it on PS3 and beat it too. But I like long games. It just sometimes it just takes me a while to get into them, and I just didn't get into Xenoblade when I had it. When I still have it when I got it originally.
But yeah, it's cool that they're adding it in, because it's exclusive to new 3DS, right? So everyone's gonna have the NFC built into that
exactly.
system. So
no reason
I'll do something
like this.
Good idea. Okay, so to finish up the Xenoblade Cross section, there's actually a lot of Xenoblade Cross information coming out recently because it's coming out, right, in a few months in Japan.
April 29th. Excuse me, April 29th.
And it'll probably come out, if it does come out, it'll probably come out in Europe first, and then America, sometime 2017 maybe. Hashtag Reginator. Yep. So yeah, I thought first of all, this is called Xenoblade Cross in Japan and Xenoblade X in the West. I thought that was kind of interesting because they're not trying to infect this cross bullshit on the West. Thank God.
Yeah.
Because people don't say cross. It's not a cross.
It worked with the cross media bar on PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah, I mean that's called the
Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah, it's called XME. Cross media, but whatever.
So yeah, anyway, we've got some info from Xenoblade Cross. If you want to hear more about, more intelligent discussion on Xenoblade, then yeah, like I say, listen to the connectivity segment. Three guys who love the game. So yeah, they're obviously very looking forward to it. Who said this? The producer, Shingo Kawabata, said that he's very excited about the Japanese voice actors that they got for the game. They're extremely professional, and he says the end result is perfection. We haven't heard of any of these guys, but the main characters I thought were quite interesting. There's Elmo's brother. Lin Lee, who lives in the trailer, Tatsu, who's a Pokemon, Irina, who's some kind of infection, and Van Damme, which is brilliant. Tesho Genda is playing Van Damme. I thought it'd be quite interesting if it was the opposite way around, if Van Damme was playing Tesho Genda.
Maybe it is.
That would be awesome. In the Western version, they just flip it. I can't do a Van Damme voice.
Me too. Just leave it at that. Just leave it.
So yeah, if I don't know if these are famous voice actors in Japan.
I haven't heard any of these people. I've been watching a lot of Japanese TV with my wife recently, and I don't think there's anybody that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, there's some good stuff that we watch. Usually it's older stuff. So like today we're watching some Watanabe Ken thing from like 1995 because I saw PlayStation and it was brand new. Whatever. But anyway.
Spoiler alert, there are no good Japanese TV shows. What else have we got here? So, yeah, the world is 5 times bigger than the previous game. Look forward to that, Danny.
Yeah.
You're not going to see a fifth of that, are you?
Give me a break here, man.
You can tackle the quest in any order, and it will have some online functionality, but it's kind of passive. It's not really like a 4-player buddy-up Monster Hunter style. apparently it's more like certain kind of quest area that you can do that kind of thing. Please understand. Yeah, and they'll be able to leave messages to people, like in the kind of the Souls series.
Right.
But the most exciting thing to come out of Japan was that this beautiful bundle that they're releasing, 35,000 yen. You get the game, a map, an art book, and obviously a digital copy. Sorry, not a digital copy, a full retail box version of the game.
Oh, nice. Okay.
For 35,000 yen. Obviously, a premium Wii U, 32 gig Wii U. So yeah, that's seems to be a good deal, I guess. I mean, like the Wii U, is it 30,000?
Something like that. And this to even put this into context, whenever I got my Wii U, I got it at launch, and I got the Monster Hunter version with the HD version of Monster Hunter Tri, and that came with of course obviously obviously, but at that time a physical copy of the game. All the shit that comes with Wii U. It was a 32 gigabyte console. It also came with a Pro controller,
nice.
Which is cool. And okay, that's it. But it was like 38,000, so almost $400.
So it hasn't really dropped much, has it?
No. But
it's a good job you do get the retail version, the disc version, because apparently the download is 22.7 gigs.
Right.
And apparently, I think the producer also said that that's the best way to play the game, because they've tried to, like make it run as fast as possible off the disc. They've tried to do ways of streaming the game fluidly, so you don't have to wait for loading and stuff. But the downloaded version is the fastest, obviously. But
yeah,
that's pretty much the only game you're going to have on there.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I mean, that's even bigger than Lego City Undercover, which I complained about being 18 point whatever gigs.
Right.
So,
and yeah, James, did you ever get a hard drive and stuff yet for your Wii U?
Oh no, I have a hard drive. I just haven't been asked to hook it up.
Okay.
I had a hard one, like a 500 gig one lying around, so
okay.
I wasn't using it for anything. So I'll probably use that when I can be bothered to. But talking of massive downloads, like Xenoblade 3D, the game that you'll be getting, apparently it's actually 3.9 gigs.
Oh,
so
wow.
It actually doesn't fit on a 4 gigabyte SD card.
Yeah.
So there was some kind of irony being pointed out on Twitter that the new 3DS exclusive game does not fit on the new 3DS when you first buy it. So if you buy a new 3DS and then download the one exclusive game for it, it won't fit.
Well, their answer to that, and
there's plenty of excuses.
Well, maybe you're getting to this, but I could have swore to God this is actually something that they said, and then I read it later, and I was thinking, I thought they said that, but I thought I was just crazy. But they said we are marking this down to like a pretty low price, like 37,000 yen plus tax. So that's like under $40 for Japan.
Put that towards an SD card.
Yeah, and they said, hey, we're doing this so you can put this money towards an SD, a bigger SD card. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? It's like, if this happened like in the West, I think people would just be like, I don't know, like burn the building down or something. It's
and really? Also, in the States, don't they tend to do preloaded software rather than physical? So that pretty much rules out that they'll never have a special edition,
or
Xenoblade 3D, right?
What they could do, they could just give like a download code with the system, and then you could do it after the fact. Because I mean, when I got
not do it after the fact, because you can't.
Or that too.
It's got an extra slip of paper that says, please buy an SD card before entering this code.
Yeah.
But related to that, there was actually some really nice faceplates for the small 3DS, like pure red Xenoblade 3D ones, which look pretty cool. But obviously they will be coming to America. Please understand.
I knew that was coming.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Xenoblade Cross coming soon. I mean, I don't know. If Zelda wasn't coming out, the same year, I might be tempted to go for it because it looks pretty cool. But are you going to get it in April or?
Yeah, I think so.
So
Um,
if it's say if it comes out like 3 months later in Europe, like August or whatever, that's only like a few months before Zelda comes out,
right.
and I don't think I could get through 100-hour RPG before
I
Zelda
just
comes
don't
out.
even care. I just kind of want to get it just to actually to kind of just talk about it here if I
Yeah,
even play it.
yeah. I mean, stay tuned for exclusive Famicast impressions from Danny of the first half an hour of the game,
Yeah, yeah. I'm
and
gonna
never anymore.
break it down word for word, and then yeah, that's it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, but
So
yeah, that'd be interesting if
yeah,
both of those massive games come out in the West in the same year.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I honestly can't see it, but anyway, see how it goes. So,
Well,
should we wrap this up with
yeah.
some
Let's go ahead
tweets?
and do it. Yeah, we got a lot of some tweets over here.
We've got
Recently,
loads of
so
six
many.
tweets.
I can't even comprehend how many we have. Um, actually, one that we got from Michael TYP Cole at Younger Plumber, I'm sorry, on Twitter. He's talking about, whenever Ty and Cyrus were talking about Pokken fighters and stuff like that, and he was talking
Yep.
about, they were talking about the zoom in function of the game, and it kind of has like basically kind of like two play styles and like
Right,
the
right.
whole gameplay, which is kind of unique and interesting. But he said like your description of Pokken zoom and two fighting styles reminded me of a DBZ game, Supersonic Warriors for GBA. Am I way off base? And Ty, he had an answer for this on Twitter. He said, actually the first thing I thought of it when I looked at it was Gundam Versus, and I guess they're kind of similar, but also not really. The question mark at the end. I'm trying to remember because my brother had a couple of Dragon Ball Z games on the GBA. I don't remember if this is one of them or not though. But yeah, I don't know. I had a DBZ game. It's kind of infamous on the PlayStation. It's called Dragon Ball Z Legends. It's also on the Saturn as well. And it's a fighter, but it's weird because when you're really far away, you can only shoot like energy blasts at each other and crap like that. But when you get up
Okay.
close, then you can do the physical attacks. But
Okay.
yeah, so it kind of changes it up. But maybe not quite the same as Pokemon, but
What did you think of the Pokken chat?
I thought it was awesome. I was kind of mad that I wasn't around to go play it myself, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. It looks interesting. I know. Be interested in playing that at the arcade or on the
Yeah,
Wii U same time after.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
So yeah, next tweet we got was from our very own Johnny Metz over at Radio Free Nintendo. He said it's so good to hear Minoru on the Famicast.
hmm
So yeah, I keep telling Minoru he's got a lot of fans, but
Yeah,
he's just too busy, I guess,
too
as
busy.
always.
It's like get these hoes up off of me and just brush them off. Whatever.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah.
Please understand. But yeah, it was awesome having Minoru on and so we're so glad that he came on right for the 50th.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been a show without him. So
True.
it's cool.
True that. Cool. Another comment we got from a Joseph. Oh God, please! I hope I don't mispronounce your name.
Please understand in advance.
Kokinos. At Joseph Kokinos, he said, "Hey, congratulations on 50. Thanks for a great many hours of enjoyment over the years." So yeah, thanks, Joseph, for that comment. Appreciate that. And
Yeah, she said entertainment, but never mind. Danny can't read.
What did I say? God.
Never mind. They begin with the same two letters. And then our, greatest ever fan and most unpronounceable Twitter name is Brungburger. He actually apologized for his unpronounceable name one time. He says, in honor of episode 50, I was going to ask the mother of all life in Japan questions. But now I guess I have to wait for episode 100. I think he missed the chance to send it in. I think that's what he was referring to. So yeah, we'll look forward to that question if it ever comes around, and if we're all alive around about episode 100.
4 more years. 4 more years.
Will it take 4 more years to reach 100?
I don't think
so.
it will. On the pace that we're going now, it shouldn't. We'll see.
25. Ooh, right. 25 months. 25 months, yeah, like, oh yeah,
That's
2
like
years,
5
2 and a
years
bit
from
years. Two and a bit years, I guess.
Yeah.
Please understand.
Yes. So, do we have anything else, James, that you had caught previously from Twitter or anything like that?
Did we have any emails?
We have an email, but it is something I think I want to touch on when Ty is actually back too. It's a really good and interesting question, and yeah,
Okay.
actually, I'm kind of interested to hear what Ty has to say about that too.
Okay, we'll save that one then.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, if people want to send in like some Life in Japan suggestions for the next studio episode, then please do that. Famicast at nintendoworldreport.com.
Mhm.
Or Danny, go ahead.
Yes, at the Famicast on Twitter. You can hit us up there, just like all these people did, and we can read out your stuff on the show.
Cool. Yep. Thanks to everyone who tweets at us and sends us funny things on Twitter and stuff. Yeah, we retweet anyone who mentions the Famicast or talks about the Famicast. We'll retweet you. We'll give you that.
Yeah. It's the least we can do.
The least we can do. Well, the least we can do is absolutely nothing, but we're willing to do one better than that.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing absolutely nothing on Twitter except for lurking, but.
So yeah, if you want to follow me, you can do that at Family Complicated, and yeah, have some trolley fun with me.
Yep. And you can not follow me at Danny Biv if you want to. Yeah, cool.
I have to mention my favorite tweet. My favorite Hyper Patrol get of the week has to go to Addison Webb, who tweeted me a picture of a customized Kirby. And somebody had actually decorated their Kirby to look like Carrie Pamu.
Like an amiibo?
An amiibo that looks exactly like Carrie Pamu. If you remember from the horrible TV commercial that she did for the new 3DS.
She did all sorts of things. Actually, for one of the music segments a couple of months ago, there was some kind of a remix I found of a Carrie Pamu song put into like trap, hip hop, and I put that in there. It's mixed in there. Go back and find it.
Okay. I will not do that.
Wow. Somebody took the time to
find Carrie Pamu.
Wow, that's dedication or something. I don't know what to call that. But.
Yeah, it's horrible. I retweeted that picture, so yeah, have a look.
Right on.
That's a wrap, Danny.
Cool. Yes, everybody, thank you for listening. James, thanks for being on top of things this month with the agenda and everything. Appreciate you all the time, man.
Hey, it's not like you got a wedding to plan, right?
Yeah. So, that's going to do it for tonight or this morning, whatever the hell time it is where you are. We're out of here for now. Thank you for listening, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.
Okay, so Danny, do a bit of what do you call it? TV video exclusive. We'll keep this short. What's on tonight on Japanese TV? I'm guessing total shit.
I was going to say, by the way, you probably can't really see the stuff on the video.
Hold on, let me just put this on the main screen. There you go. Oops. Regenlev.
Yes. So this is the first of the new games for the Wii download games that are coming out right now on the Wii U. And
is this the eShop or is that the startup screen thing?
It's the startup screen thing that just appeared over the weekend as I was
playing
my Wii U. I think this came up like maybe Friday night or Saturday, and it's Sunday night now.
So how much is it? 1,800.
1,890. And these ones, it's going to be that Regenlev, Pandora's Tower, and then Sin and Punishment. The Wii or the Wii version.
That's a good selection.
Well, Pandora's Tower is whatever. It's not terrible, but it's not great. But anyways, it's different because with the other games they're 50% off, and these ones are only 30% off. So it's like, come on. I wonder if they're like so successful that they're just like, oh God, we can't do 50% off because,
we're Japan. We don't discount things.
Yeah, basically. So let me just get to where I need to go.
I remember reading tweeting a picture of a Japanese store that had an offer in quotation marks of some drinks, and it was
Hmm.
something like one can for 98 yen or
Hmm.
six for 630 yen. So it
Wow,
actually works out to like, more if you buy the set of six. And it was just
great
like,
job.
yeah, hashtag Oh Japan.
All right, I'll try to do this and
Here
look
we
at
are,
this reverse.
TV.
So this
Wow,
is.
Danny's got a lot of games.
Do I just making fun of me?
No,
So
just wondering how many you're just not playing. You got Super Metroid. Cool.
yeah, let's see.
That's totally. You can change that to English to Japanese, right? The Japanese version of Super Metroid.
Oh yeah, damn it! Hold on. Go start. Okay. So as you can see, maybe kind of TV is starting in its reverse
Oh, that's
right now.
already better than the European one. You got
Yeah.
a date.
So it's bringing up all the different programs and stuff like that. Um,
Okay,
so
okay.
it's basically like this type of thing. And if you, let's say, if we click into one of these things, hold on a second.
Basically,
It's really, I don't know. Every on my TV too, like
it's the same
the
thing in the TV, right? Yeah.
it's really slow and just kind of janky.
Hmm.
And it's the same with this. I thought it was a lot better, but obviously it's not, and it's not even responding to my touches. Okay, yeah, let's open this up. Oh yeah, and then there's like James Jones figured this out that there is like Miiverse on the American one. There's a Miiverse for this apparently too. I don't know
Hmm.
if you can how well you can see this stuff.
Oh yeah, the Miiverse profile thing.
Yeah, so there's some stuff like that, and yeah, it looks like what the heck.
So you can say like, "Hey, I'm gonna watch this tonight," or something like that.
Yeah, I mean it gives you like all the details for the show, and it tells you who's in these TV shows and stuff. I
That's
mean,
pretty much a standard thing with TVs, though. Like my
it's a,
TV does that built in,
yeah,
like
it's a TV
already.
guide. So I mean, unless you were just wanting to do this just as an option, so you don't have anything blocking your view on your TV because they, like I said, they're really kind of janky and slow and they load up really, it's just not good. But,
Right,
yeah, you
right, right.
can favorite this thing or just tell people like on Miiverse, like, I'm going to watch this TV show and nobody's going to be reading that. So,
I don't care.
yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, that's it. That
Okay.
is TV in Japan. It's still
Yep,
alive,
it
but it's
sucks.
basically
It
dead.
sucks. Yeah. So Americans, you win
Yeah,
by a long shot.
yeah.
Okay, Danny.
Yep.
Let's call that a show. And thank you to the one viewer who watched and listened the whole show. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that.
Peace.